Montreal, Georges St-Pierre is brushing off any concerns that his UFC comeback fight is somewhat lacking in buzz. Earlier this week, UFC commentator Joe Rogan revealed ticket sales for UFC 217, which will see St-Pierre 252 MMA, 192 UFC challenge UFC middleweight champion Michael Bisping 307 MMA, 207 UFC in his first fight in nearly 4 years, were not going as well as anticipated for the company. UFC President Dana White has said in the past that because of StPierre's long layoff, he would need a reintroduction to followers of the sport who once made him the sport's most lucrative pay-per-view draw. There have been multiple news conferences, appearances and other considerable promotional efforts behind StPierre's comeback, but the ultimate success of UFC 217 will be determined by the live gate and pay-per-view figures. St-Pierre said all the financial elements are not his concern. He said his goal is to win and perform at a high level, and if that happens, Rush believes everything else will fall into place. I do not focus on that, St-Pierre today told MeJunkie at a media day for UFC 217 in Montreal. I don't even care. I don't care. I would rather make $0 and win my fight than make $10 million and lose my fight. This is my word, and I swear it's true. It's always been like that, even when I was poor. I want to win, and I don't care about money or recognition. They're going to know me after I win. UFC 217 takes place November 4th at Madison Square Garden in New York City. St-Pierre challenges Bisping in the pay-per-view main card headliner following prelims on FS1 and UFC Fight Pass. After walking away from the sport following a multi-year reign as UFC welterweight champion, St-Pierre decided the time was finally right to make his comeback. He views Bisping as an opponent who can bolster his profile and legacy in the sport. Beating the count would make St-Pierre just the fourth fighter in UFC history to claim titles in 2 weight classes. St-Pierre had a bevy of personal issues that went behind his decision to take a hiatus. He cited the pressure of being champion, issues with drug testing in the sport and more as problems that were on his mind, but now he claims everything has been rectified. No way, it's all about the fight, St-Pierre said. The French-Canadian said defeating Bisping is his only focus at this point, and because of that, he expects to thrive and remind the world why he's one of the all-time best when he steps in the octagon at UFC 217. I want to win the title, St-Pierre said. I'm happy that I got everything lined up for a fight and it's the best training I can do in lifestyle and everything. I'm happy to be here. I'm very scared and stressed and afraid to fail, but that feeling makes me better. I'm happy to be here. For more on UFC 217, check out the UFC Rumors section of the site.